Okay, so figured I'd record this approach since it's quite an interesting one in the old citation CJ4 here. We're going to shoot it into a little airfield called Mollis. Mollis, which is so small, it doesn't even have an instrument approach. We're going to have to come in down through this valley and then swing it round and come down on 01. That's what the winds are favouring. So we're going to come down through the valley, head south, go past parallel to the runway, do a 180 in the valley, come down and land, similar to kind of like the circle to land approaches, sorry, that you see in places like Innsbruck. But this one hasn't even got an ILS. It's just all by eye, and as you can see, it's getting fairly dark. Although I'm sure we shouldn't have too many problems here with terrain avoidance. I think it has runway lights, but I've never been here before, so flight level 140, Linux 0 for Papa Uniform. Yeah, never been here before, but it should be an interesting one, that's for sure. Interesting thing about the route is it also takes us right over the top of Zurich's main airport. So if, of course, we can't land at Mollis, we could divert to Zurich, and there's a nice big GA terminal here for sort of business jets, business traffic. I think on the VATSIM flight plan I've actually got Geneva filed, but I prefer going to Zurich just because it's got better scenery, frankly speaking. And so yeah, that's basically it. We're inbound to Zurich and we're descending flight level 140 in vertical speed mode, trying to just maintain a steady descent rate here because we were given descent clearance a little bit later than I would have liked, so we're just coming down nice and fast at this point. And other than that, I'll try and guide you through the approach. I've not, as I say, been here before, so it's going to be an interesting experience for all of us. There is no published approach, there's no published minimums either, but I am going to set my minimums based off of the height above the airfield. I mean, we know that the airfield is how many metres above the ground? 1,000. 467 feet, so I'm going to set my minimums at around 1,000, probably 2,000 actually. Seems like the sensible thing to do here.
Contact 135.230 at 319, goodbye.
If it's 1,000.
Uniform, descent flight level 130.
Flight level 130, the next Sophie Papa Uniform.
Yeah,
sorry, so elevation 1,467, I'm going to go 2,467 1,000 feet as the minimums.
772, contact München radar 134, decimal 150.
Lovely.
134, decimal 150.
We've got the pressure from the ATIS at Zurich, which I know is 1010, so we can set that ready to go when we flick on over. Although we might get regional pressure in Mollis. Anyway, seatbelt sign can go on now. That takes off the half bank angle limiter. And we're just going to continue this descent. We're coming down nice and steady. Speed is fine. One of the peculiar things about this jet, if you've never flown it, is it has no autothrottle. So you've got to really be careful with your thrust management.
Down to 150, November 6 2.
These two on, but that sensor one off. There we go. Get our
I'll make you one question. Hold left or hold right?
Also 1 kilo, it's a right hand.
Given the proximity to Zurich, I would not be at all surprised here if we get some vectors. There's the airfield, that is Zurich Airport.
November 652 here regarding the holding pattern. I've never entered a holding pattern with this aircraft. I know what the result needs to be. I'm just not quite sure how I'll get there.
November 652, no worries at all about the enter, as long as you do the right hand pattern afterwards.
Okay. Leveling off now, 130. I'm just going to keep the speed up, put some more thrust in.
652. Most likely you will get anyways soon a vector out of the holding.
Swiss radar, guten Abend, Eiger 619 inbound,
okay.
on flight level 200.
So Swiss is going to hold me at this altitude, it looks like.
619 of this radar grid identified. Information hotel cleared Negra 2 Alpha arrival, hold at Amikri.
Looks gorgeous with all the lights on. Oh. Okay. Slight left turn now.
China East from 988, descent flight level 130.
Traffic coming at us.
Keeping flight level 130.
It's climbing towards my level. That's him there.
Foundation 988,
With visual.
contact Zurich, arrival 135.
Any other traffic we should be aware of at this point? Probably not. So let's just zoom out a bit more.
And
Yeah.
confirm it
Another
was
guy's climbing off to my right. Yeah.
After. Austrian
Let's see if I see this guy. He's not going to be a conflict.
Flight level 200, inbound to Negra. Austrian 473 radar route identified, cleared Negra to Alpha arrival.
Looks like they're holding me at flight level 130 deliberately now to keep me clear of Zurich.
Diesel flight level 160. November 652.
Does leave me slightly worried about my descent, but yeah, we'll see how this goes.
November 652, I'm having problems with my computer here. Do you still see me moving?
Very slow.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm back. Okay. Descend to flight level 140.
Just landed there on 30. Looks like they're using this one for departures and that one for arrivals.
Contact Zurich arrival 130.560.
130.560, the next Zurich Papa uniform. Ciao. And we'll give them a call. Zurich, hello, Linux 03 Papa uniform, inbound for Mollis.
3 Papa uniform, Zurich arrival, good evening.
So,
40 much Charlie.
no descent clearance yet. There's the lake, I believe. We should be following in towards the field. The field being just around those mountains there.
Shortly, pushing full level Charlie.
I think it's just at the end of this lake, so yeah, just behind that little mountain there. That's where we should go. So we should follow this lake down, curve it all the way in, and then it's in this mountain range here is where we're going. This is definitely cool. I mean, look at this. What a stunning approach. And Zurich being fully staffed as well is really helping tonight. Just check on the display for any TCAS alerts. Looks like there's nothing here of any particular concern, nothing ahead of me.
1030, arrival, good evening, identified, climb flight level 120. Climb 120, switch
God, it is so busy down there. There must be some kind of event on at Zurich tonight, because I have not seen it this busy in a long time. Although I don't tend to fly in on the Monday night event. Or is it? No, it's Tuesday night to Zurich, isn't it?
Papa uniform, just to confirm, you're aware that Mollis is a VFR-only airport, correct?
We're aware, Golf. Correction, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform.
3 Papa uniform, Roger, can you prepare for the descent in 1 minute due to traffic? The airport is currently at your 11 o'clock, 30 miles.
Copy, we'll begin descent now, and what level do we need to cancel the IFR?
30 Papa uniform, negative, if you do not begin descent, maintain your present level. I will give you a descent in 1 minute due to traffic, and I will let you know when you're in the vicinity of the airport.
Okay, so if you Papa uniform, Roger, maintaining.
And
Cool.
So, Charlie, just for next time when you're given a direct to Diggis, the maximum speed is 210 knots indicated until inbound Diggis.
What about that air, boys? I think it might be a military base.
I'll slow down now. So.
But yeah, it should be just behind that mountain there.
Charlie, it's a bit too late now, you're already inbound, so you can now contact radar 133.905.
133.905, sorry for that. Person full level Charlie, good night.
I'm going to start slowing down now, get our flaps out a little early, just because I am particularly concerned that we're going to overshoot this. Cloud seeding isn't helping. I mean, it is still light enough to land, I think, but yeah.
4 Charlie Bravo, city arrival, good to navigate any fast, time flight level 120.
Speed's going to come down now.
3 Papa uniform, descent flight level 80.
Flight level 80, the next 03 Papa uniform. Okay, 80, get the VS pointing down. We'll have 2,000 a minute. Let's bring these throttles all the way back now.
110, contact Swiss radar 133.905. 133.905.
I need even more than that to be honest, mate.
So the 4 Charlie Bravo, it seems you're not following the SRE, turn immediately left, heading 180.
Yeah, I just have idle throttle at this point.
And confirm heading 180.
Heading 180.
Alexander 3 Papa uniform, the airport is now at your 12 o'clock, 22 miles, and report ready to cancel access.
Copy, we are ready to cancel IFR now, Golf. Correction, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform.
Alexander 3 Papa uniform, roger, the time is 2021, IFR is cancelled, descend own discretion.
IFR cancelled, own discretion, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform. Cool, right, autopilot out.
Zurich approach, hello, Austrian 1 Kilo, descending flight level 130.
Let's get the landing lights on, and the logo.
Austrian 1 Kilo, you're with the
Turn the
wrong
flight
control,
directors
contact
off.
my colleague on the frequency 135.230.
And I think we can get our first launch flaps in now.
Center 4 Charlie Bravo, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, for Center 4 Charlie Bravo.
That's flap 15.
Center 4 Charlie Bravo, resume on navigation, direct to Degas.
It is a little dark, isn't it? I might just wind the time a little bit further back, just because I'm a little uncomfortable with how dark it is now. There we go, right about there. I should have really looked at the time of sunset. Alex, Zurich Papa uniform request.
Go ahead.
Were you able to get the local pressure setting for Mollis?
Direct 03 Papa uniform out, the radar control should have given you that. The area QNH is 1010.
1010, thanks, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform. Cool, okay.
3 Papa uniform, you're shortly descending below controlled airspace, so squawk VFR.
Squawk VFR, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform.
Lufthansa 4 Charlie Bravo,
Cool.
contact with
So we'll go to the tuning page, 7,000 in there.
33.905.
Okay. This is a very steep rate descent here, but it's kind of warranted given what we're about to do.
3 Papa uniform, if you need the full weather report for Mollis, just let me know.
Just the winds will be okay for Zurich Papa uniform.
3 Papa uniform, Roger, the closest weather station is Dividorf at a distance of about 2-3 nautical miles. The winds there, variable 1 knots, broken 1-4000.
Roger, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform. We planned for 01, so we'll shoot the valley, do a 180 and come back in for runway 01.
3 Papa uniform, Roger, and would you like some traffic information?
If there's anything that could cause a conflict, then yes, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform.
3 Papa uniform, for the moment, no traffic in the vicinity, just remain at frequency.
I'll continue to monitor this frequency, Linux, Zurich Papa uniform. Okay, your damper can come out as well now.
Zurich, approach, good evening, departure, good evening, flight level 5000.
We've got this lovely terrain display here, so it should be in this valley, kind of at our 1 o'clock in a minute. Just checking on the Navigraph, making sure that matches up, yep. Kind of want to be over this road actually, not quite over the lake. So we will continue to follow that, okay. I'm quite happy where the altitude is now, so I'm going to start putting the throttle back in. We'll keep the speed as low as we really can be without, causing an issue here. Don't think we need gear down just yet. A little bit of nose up trim to keep the nose where we want it.
Turkish 39er, you're now also climbing, and I did not allow that, so I need you to pay a little bit more careful attention to the instructions and the procedures. You can stop your climb now, flight level 900.
Sorry about that. Flight 900, Turkish.
Zurich arrival, hello, Turkish 2 Bravo Whiskey, passing 4,400, climbing 5,000.
Turkish 2 Bravo Whiskey, city arrival, good afternoon. You're identified, climb flight level 120.
Flight level 120, Turkish 2 Bravo Whiskey.
So checking again, I just want to be absolutely sure I'm familiar with this procedure. We're going to come in, we're going to hug the kind of left-hand side, sorry, the right-hand side of the valley as I look at it, flying in, with the runway to my left, and then we're going to make this 180-10. So, staying close to the mountains on the right, where obviously it's safe terrain clearance. I don't think there is a GPWS, at least not one that's working in this plane to turn off the GPWS warnings. We might get a couple of terrain warnings here, but obviously we are VFR.
03 Papa Uniform, still no traffic in the vicinity, next report final.
We'll report final on XOV Papa Uniform. Let's continue the descent here. We should have eyes on the field very shortly. A little bit of thrust out. I want to keep the speed around 180, 160 really. This terrain is getting very low. Any visual on the field, it should be just around this corner. Put some nose down trim in as well. According to Navigraph, yeah, we're still quite a way off having visual yet, so that could be it.
Turn left heading 100, climb flight level 120.
Maybe. Oh, look at this scenery though, man. This is so pretty. Right, we've got landing and tail lights on.
Turkish 2 Papa Whiskey, direct Gersa.
Direct Gersa, Turkish 2 Papa Whiskey.
Speed 180. I'm quite happy with the speed actually. It's not sort of the ideal, but it's we can bleed off some more speed here very quickly. The flap 35 setting in this plane absolutely kills the speed dead. So beginning the roll here, it is a little dark actually. Still. Am I visual with the runway? Any second. That looks like a hangar. Yeah, okay, that's the airstrip there. So we are now visual of the field. And next CFE Papa Uniform just confirming we are visual of the field at this point.
03 Papa Uniform, Roger, the nearby winds are variable 1 knots, runway 0119, land on discretion.
Land on discretion, and I will report final as advised. That next CFE Papa Uniform.
03 Papa Uniform, yeah, not needed, report vacated.
Okay, report vacate. I will report vacated the next CFE Papa Uniform. Cool.
Turkish 29er, proceed direct Degas.
So there's the minimums. So we can continue from this point. I'm happy with the runway. I've got a good visual on it. Keeping as close as I dare to these mountains.
133.050, Turkish 2 Papa Whiskey, thank you for the direct.
I'm going to wind the clock a little bit further forward again actually.
Leisure. Turkish 39er, step by.
There we go. That's kind of where I want it. Cool, okay. Right, really need to get the speed back now. Let's have gear down.
Turkish 39er, continue on Unicom, 12.8, radar says terminated, enjoy your flight.
Some pitch trim nose up here. Keep the plane doing what I wanted to do. Speed's dropping right down, we'll go flap 35. Now we are going to need some serious power to keep the speed below, above stall. Might even be a little bit low here. Just confirm I've still got the end of the runway in sight. Yep.
Postman 77 Charlie with you 5,500 on the Degas 5 Lima.
Past the mountain, let's begin the bank.
77 Charlie to the arrival, good evening, just be advised. You violated the initial climb by a good 2,000 feet there, so next climb stop for climb at 5,000. Continue climb now, flight level 120.
Yeah, I know we're 500. Okay, visual with the runway.
Height there, and say altitude again for personal self-searcher.
Level 120.
120 self-searcher.
Oh, this is tight. This is really tight. Okay, bring it back to level. Now let's get that speed back down. Okay, there's the runway. We are probably a little bit high here, but we have got a nice long extended threshold. And yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm not going to bother about putting it on the numbers. I just want to get it down as fast as I can. Speed's nice and low. Idle. Nice bit of ground effect here. You do get a lot of ground effect in this aircraft. and little bounce, and the nose comes down very nice and gentle. There we go. Oh, that was a corker of an approach. Now then, let's bring the aircraft to a near complete stop here, and we can do a very, very tight turn to vacate, I think. Or do a backtrack rather. Let me just check there isn't a taxiway exit. Oh, there is actually a taxiway exit ahead of me here. So, oh, but it's got a cross on it. So,
Charlie, continue climb on Unicom, 1 through the simulate,
we'll take the next one.
Okay,
strobes go off, taxi on. We are technically still on the landing, runway, but whatever.
Thank you.
Takeoff inhibited. Pitot heat can come off now. And welcome to Mollis in the Swiss Alps. That was a fantastic flight. Loved that. The next CFE PAP uniform vacated runway 01 at Mollis. Yeah, belts can come off because it's a private jet, no one cares. Right, this lost twist. I don't think I have. I think he's just not needing to acknowledge that call. Oh, this terrain is so gorgeous. That was a very tight turn. Let's have a look at what Volanta painted. Come out of Stansted and did this really funky track. Yeah, I mean, 100 feet per minute. Don't mind if I do. Although there was a little bounce, as you saw. Still, I'm very, very satisfied with that. In terms of parking options here, there is an apron just over here by the fuel. So that concludes this short video. Just thought I'd video this approach because it is particularly interesting, given it's a VFR airfield, but we're shooting in the approach from 45,000 feet in a bizjet. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you feel like giving it a try, let me know. We'll fly it together. Bye bye now.